What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to the last home and away preview of 2022 against Carlton. Let's jump into it. So the Pies, Carlton, 3:20 Sunday afternoon, the last game of the 2022 home and away season, and this year has absolutely flown. I remember doing the preview for the Collingwood St Kilda game. It was my first vlog. I went with my uncle to that game. Peking Duck were there. It was one of those games, Fly's first win as well. And you could start seeing the belief from the Collingwood club, from the fans, from the supporters, the players. Everything was looking good, you know. And we'll talk about the season in a few weeks' time, and hopefully in a month's time after we win that grand final. But look, this season has flown. 11 wins in a row. Last week we lose to Sydney, and this week we have a chance to win, being in the top four after finishing 17th last year. And lots of pundits and media had us going bottom four, wooden spooners and stuff like that. We got a chance to finish in the top four. We've got a chance to knock out Carlton, depending on what happens in the Bulldogs-Hawthorn game. It is a big game. There is a lot at stake here, and none bigger than bragging rights between Carlton and Collingwood fans. It is going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy Sunday. So I touched on the stakes of this game, right? Collingwood win. We're in the top four. Melbourne and Brisbane versus each other, so one of those are going to finish outside of the top four. We win. Bang, we're up there and we get the double chance. Now, the double chance, obviously everyone would love a double chance because you don't want to finish whatever it is, 5th, 6th, or wherever it may be, and verse, like, for example, a Richmond first up, because we saw what Richmond did to Hawthorn last week. Tom Leach kicks 8. We saw the Western Bulldogs in 2016 win it from 7th, and Richmond are just starting to find their footing, and Richmond in the finals are another beast. We'll talk about that if it happens. But what I'm trying to say is that we need to win to secure that double chance. And this week in tweets and stuff and on Instagram, I've been saying oh look, win or lose, we're still playing finals. We're hooked into finals. I'm happy, and don't get me wrong, I am happy that we are playing finals. I am happy that we are there. That's just a little bit of reverse psychology. That's a bit of cushioning myself to say even if we lose, at least we're still playing finals. But screw it, man. I want to win. I want to have the opportunity to knock Carlton out of the top 8, because there are a lot of things that I hate in this world, right? A lot of things that I hate in this world. But up there is the Carlton Football Club. It's only really the last couple of years where, it's probably since I've started this Swoop channel, where my love for Collingwood has just gone up to another level. My hatred for Carlton has follows, and I don't want to live in a world where Carlton are good, and that's what we've had to endure this year. Carlton have a lot more to play for than Collingwood do, don't get me wrong. They were 8-2 before the bye. We knocked them off in round 11, and now they're struggling to survive in finals. Look, if the Bulldogs lose, then this game is pretty much a dead rubber. Only matters that we win in that game, so that gives them a little bit more of an incentive. But either way, God, it's just fitting that Collingwood and Carlton, in the last game, the very last game of this season, are playing each other in pretty much an elimination final. I want Collingwood and our fans to go into this game thinking that we're in Carlton's position, that we need to win to be able to make finals. I don't want them thinking that, okay, we made finals, that's fine, let Carlton run all over us. It's more than that. I want us to go, we need to win by 50 points to play finals. We need to give it our all, because leave nothing on the table, because we've got that week off the week after. We've got that pre-finals break, so leave everything on the table. It's going to be a war, and I know we shouldn't be comparing football to war because they're very different and stuff, but for lack of a better term, we are going to war with the Carlton Football Club and all their fans on Sunday, and we need to absolutely bring it. So last week, Carlton got trounced by Melbourne in the last dying seconds. We've been there. We've done it to teams this year. We've had it done to us in the past, and it's a shitty way to lose. It could be demoralising. Let's hope it's demoralising for them. They're throwing all their cards on the table by bringing in players like Zach Williams. Chira might play. Sard's playing with a little bit of a hamstring. Nigel Wiedering doesn't look too good. And they might bring in Hewitt. We'll know in a couple of hours' time. I don't want to go on the narrative that they're bringing in underdone players because it's 2022. There's no such thing as an underdone player. There's things as not a match fit player, but not so much underdone because they've got all this training in them, and they wouldn't name them if they weren't ready to go. But it's that match fitness. You know what I mean? We saw it with De Goey coming back for the Port Adelaide game? The Gold Coast game. After that Bali incident, taking 2 weeks off, he just didn't look good because he didn't have that match fitness going. But look, we lost to Sydney after an 11 game winning streak. Sydney, first, the SCG absolutely sucks, right? SCG sucks, but that's not to discredit Sydney because they came and played a great brand of football. They played our game, but better. They really suffocated us. They were high pressure. They didn't let us run. We love going inside, into the corridor, kicking it in, and then boosting off there. They didn't let us do that. They were cutting off our kicks. Then they were getting us on the counter-attack. So that's something where, I'll say it again, this is a loss that we needed to have to learn what we can do and what we can't do and how to improve from that. It didn't look like we had a plan B against Sydney, so that is something that needs to be taken into account against Carlton. Carlton do like to play that, not really that high possession, but they like to control the ball. They like to slow it down, whereas we like to go. And a great example of that is that round 11 game where we're getting the ball off half back and we're just running, steal side, but not up and down the wings. Nick Dacos. Carlton were trying to get the tempo on their hands, get the game on their hands. In saying that, to counter that, because if Carlton got the ball in our hands, obviously we don't have the ball in our hands. We're not making those fast plays. Our pressure needs to be up. We were very, very down on our pressure against Sydney. Our 450 tackles. The Sydney Swans players just waltzing it out of their defence. Broken tackles all around the ground. That's not the Collingwood brand. We didn't play a Collingwood brand of football. It was very much a replicant of 2021 where we were just bombing it in long in hope. Our pressure has to be way up if we're to beat Carlton on Sunday. Lots of pressure, lots of run, lots of dash, lots of dare. And yeah, like I said, this game is going to be absolutely brutal. I touched on a little bit of Carlton's ins and outs. In regards to us, Ginnivan's ready to go. Jordan De Goey is going to get named definitely. In our extended squad, we bring in Finlay McRae and Ollie Henry. I think Finn gets a game. Josh Carmichael or Trent Bianca probably comes out. Carmi as Medisub will be nice. Ollie Henry, I would love to play Ollie Henry only if Ginnivan doesn't come up or if Ash Johnson doesn't come up. There was a couple of tweets where he didn't look 100% at training. If Johnson doesn't come up, Ollie Henry kicked a couple of clutch goals against Carlton last time. They don't really have a good matchup for him. So it's going to be interesting. We'd love to stretch their defence and have Ginnivan and Ollie Henry, but who do you really take out to bring in those three players? Ollie, Finn, and Geordie. Trent Bianco probably goes out. Carmichael, and then who's that third player if there's no one injured? Maybe Will Hoskin Elliott, but we'll find out in a couple of hours. This game, it's crazy. Like the bragging rights, it being able to hopefully knock out Carlton from the top 8, but also a top 4 spot. Securing that top 4 spot is crucial. We've won 11 games in a row. After something like that, you would want to finish in top 4. You don't want to win 11 games in a row and then finish 6th or 7th. I don't think we can finish 7th. I think it's 5th or 6th will be our lowest finishes if we lose. Still playing finals, great, but give me that second chance. Give me that second chance. We need it. And then we'll just play whoever we play in front of us. So that's the Collingwood way. And that's just how football works, doesn't it, with fixturing. But I am starting to get a lot nervous for this game now. I wasn't this week, but now as the weekend creeps on, I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous. Giddy with excitement, though. God, it is going to be an insane game. I'm getting there pretty early because the VFL starts there as well, so I want to get there early to watch that. I'll be around with this. Hopefully, I can get some filming done with some of the fans and stuff before and maybe after the game. We'll see. But it is going to be a crazy game. But, Swoopers, the final preview of 2022. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are we going to win? What is going to happen with this game? As always, I'd love to know and hear your thoughts. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.